My name is Melissa Smith and my presentation is on phobias. A phobia is an extreme or irrational fear reaction to a particular thing or situation. The level of fear is out of proportion with the potential danger, and the phobia seems real because that fear is so strong. There are common categories of phobias, and these categories include situations, nature, animals or insects, blood, and there are other categories in addition to these. Within these categories, there are specific phobias. Some examples here for a situation could be acrophobia, which is a fear of heights. A nature example is astrophobia, which is fear of thunderstorms. Animal and insect example is arachnophobia, fear of spiders. Hemophobia is the fear of blood, and then the list just goes on and on. There's many specific phobias, and each one has its own name, but despite all these names and different types of phobias, they all produce the same reaction. Photoreactions include intense fear, anxiety, or panic, feeling powerless to control those feelings despite knowing it's an exaggerated feeling, feelings of nausea, dizziness, and even fainting, especially when it involves blood or accidents. An individual tries to avoid the source of fear, or they either endure with an intense anxiety or fear. Phobia reaction also include difficulty functioning normally. Example of that would be people who won't go out to the supermarket, or who want to stay home and don't want to go out because they have this fear that they can't leave their home. Increased anxiety as the situation becomes closer in time. The anticipation of waiting on something to happen because they have the fear that it's going to happen. Or the increased anxiety as an object gets closer, physically closer to someone. In children, tantrums, clinging, and crying are common. Some factors of phobia can include negative experiences, genetics, and environment, and the brain function. A negative experience or a panic attack to a specific object or situation can develop into many phobias. An example of that could be a car accident or road rage, a bad airplane flight, or being trapped in an elevator, and can make someone where they don't want to be in an enclosed room or rooms without windows. Genetics and environment. This is when a child grows up seeing their parents' fears. A parent may have a phobia, and then the kids learn that behavior, and then that becomes their phobia or their fear. And this could possibly be related to genetics. Brain functions are another factors of phobias. This is when there's an area in the brain that stores information about upsetting or dangerous events, and that area activates the bad memories of those dangerous or upsetting events. And this can be triggered by sounds or images or even thoughts of something upsetting that's happened in the past. And when those bad memories are triggered, then that's some of the things that could cause people to have phobias. And this concludes my presentation of phobias. Thank you.